What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Attacking Third. I'm your host, Darian Jenkins, joined by the lovely USWNT national team NWSL legends McCall Zerboni and Kelley O'Hara. And of course, you guys loved our Leo segment about best all-time Leos. We had to bring it back with Virgo season, baby. And Kelley, you're going to give us a little rundown on what makes a Virgo.
Yes, I did a little search, got a little info off the interwebs, and Virgos are classified as practical, logical, analytical, and hardworking with a keen eye for detail. They also are skilled problem solvers, loyal friends, enjoy organizing and improving things, sometimes struggle to express their true feelings. So I feel like this team is interesting when it comes to what their sign has
so
them.
Like the friend that ghosts you and then all of a sudden like comes back and says their feelings
maybe it's like a little passive aggressive to like, hey, what's wrong? And
I
then
think
it finally comes out.
Yeah, it's almost like because they're so analytical and so problem solving and hardworking, it's like the emotions go over here. I'm gonna go with logic. I think that's how it is.
You know what? I have some people in mind. No, I'm an Earth sign. I'm a Capricorn. I've got a lot of Virgos.
Is a Virgo is a Virgo?
Sign, yeah,
okay.
yeah,
All
we're
right.
like sister signs. So,
Okay.
So I relate a little bit.
Yeah, you
to
have
it.
some similarities.
Yeah, I've got a couple, but we're gonna start with goalkeeper.
Okay.
And this was very easy because I mean, who else but the legend Bryce Scurry was gonna start in the back. And Kel, you're gonna lead us through the rest of the back line.
Again, Brandon Scurry, one of one. If you have a pool of one to pick from.
But at the same time, we really lucked up with that for the first
No, we really
two.
have. We had Hope Solo as a Leo.
So
We had Brandon Scurry for the Virgos. And again, incredible choice, incredible player, one of one. Iconic, all the things. So the fact that the Virgos have her in goal, putting them.
Big dub.
Yeah, big dub for them. Big dub for the Virgos. All right, we're going with a 3-5-2. So I'm just going to set it up like that. That's why you see this three back. We have Tierna Davidson playing on the left side of the three back, Alex Greenwood in the middle, and Kate Markgraf on the right. We went through a bunch of different lineup options, and formations.
Yeah.
But I do think that given what we were working with, this was the best option for the back line. I think you have a lot of speed and consistency in Greenwood being in the middle, and then you have Tierna Davidson on the left, who is one of the best lefties of the center backs in the world, in my opinion. And then you have Kate Markgraf on the right, who can also anchor that side, potentially get a little bit higher if she needs to. She's got a right foot, and is kind of a very aggressive player, would step in there. So I mean, again, building these teams is so fun because I would have loved to see these three play together.
Right.
And I think they're a great option for our back line for the 3-5-2 that we have ahead of them.
Can you do that on FIFA? Can you select your team and like make that happen?
I think
kind
there's
of.
like a
Options.
special. You can do like a special game where it's like kind of a free
That would be a cool little feature.
Oh, like you could choose people. Okay, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay, I love this. McCall, resident midfield expert.
Yes.
You picked this one. I was jealous you got to pick the midfield. This was strong. So take us through.
And that we get Cinco midfielders.
Yeah.
I love that. But I'm going to give you my three. Rebecca Bernal. She is that holding six midfielder, that destroyer, connecting her passes, crunching tackles. She won't go missing. She'll stay in that area to protect it from the back four, especially because we only have three in the back. So to know that she's going to be disciplined.
Yeah, and she can, at times, drop into the back three, become a four
exactly.
because she has the center back, right?
And it's in a crossing situation. She can drop into the back line and help picking up numbers and stuff. So she just has a lot of experience with that in the back line as well. I think she's perfect, actually, for a 3-5-2. And then Ella Toon, just creating, going forward. We'll give those slip passes to, we'll get to it, Sam Kerr, Hertig. She can dribble, she can throw back lines off guard, but then Tarp. I am so excited to talk about Lindsay Tarpley, not only a wonderful human being, but this chick will always win her 1v1 battle. Her mentality is next level. Doesn't matter what her role is for the game, who she's going up against. She is going to dominate and she's going to get it done for the team. And she also can score goals and she can assist too. She never misses. She is such a perfect player. Rarely does she make mistakes. So I think between those three, that little tango in there would be really fun to watch.
Also, I remember Tarp scored an absolute worldie. I think it was maybe 2004 Olympics that she scored way downtown, outside the box. Incredible by her. So I'm glad that she's in the middle.
She used to come hang out at UCLA practice, and I was like, oh my gosh, a legend.
Did you get to like train with her at UCLA?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember being so honored when she would come. Like, and sometimes she'd jump in and play small side with us. I was like,
don't step on her feet. I love this. This is a versatile midfield. I like this flex. It's almost like, you know how every team we're saying is like the modern game is a 3-5-2, a spiritual 3-5-2, whatever, a 3-back. Bernal, I like this, even though we've got some players that are out of the game. And yeah, this just makes sense. But Kel, I know you want to talk about the wing backs.
Yeah, again, like I said, we went through multiple formations. We plug and played places, and we ended up going with the 3-5-2 to be able to put McCabe on the left side in the winger position, and then Midge Purse on the right side. Again, you have these two on the wings doing work. Yeah. They both are able to get back, help defend, but their ability, both of them going forward and being super dangerous and aggressive in the final third, feeding crosses into our two strikers. Again, like great choices, and we had to put them in there.
That's why I love Tarp on the right-hand side, because she's so disciplined, and sometimes Midge doesn't always want to get back and defend. So let that girl cook and let Tarp
stay
hang out.
Tarp will come. Yeah, I love this, and that leads us to our forwards. And of course, I got to pick it. It was made very easy for me because of this formation, and we had to go with Sam Kerr and Hurtig. I think that this is so strong, especially when you have wing backs. Both forwards great in the air, hold up play is strong. They're really good finishers. It just made this Virgo team very easy, cherry on top, in my opinion. But we are going to compare this team to last month's team, our Leo sisters, and see who's going to come out on top, and look at especially the two different formations that we picked for these squads. We had a 4-3-3 with the Leos, and this we have a 3-5-2. So we're going to pull that up, and I'm thinking, who do you guys think has the upper hand? Kelley, I'm in this
lineup, so I'm obviously going to back my Leos, my aggressive, passionate Leos that are, very emotionally outwardly. So I'm going to pick this team.
Okay, but what scares you about your opponent? Tell me.
What scares me is the versatility in how they can play, and the level at which all of the players we chose for the Virgo team can understand being able, like you said, modern football, being able to move in and out of different formations. We have them in a 3-5-2, but we could see them in, I think, a handful of ways lining up on the field, how they set up either offensively or defensively. So I'm going to go Leos, obviously, but this Virgo team is very strong.
McCall, who are you going with? And also, I want to consider our qualities of Leos. Kel, you said passionate, fiery,
yes.
You're going to get at it, but Virgo's, I think, a little bit more pragmatic, maybe.
But I think it works for setting up a team like this because they are problem solvers, right? They're logical. So they're like, okay, you're going to move here, I'm going to move there, you're going to slot there, we're going to move her here. They're just very, logical problem solving. Whereas we would just be fiery and going at it and
uncontrollable behavior.
Yes, it would also,
which is good and bad.
Yeah, I think the Leos would definitely have more fouls than the Virgos. But Katie McCabe being on the Virgos might even it out.
But that's why they can play a 3-back, because they're controlled, they're methodical. But playing a 3-back against Sophia Wilson literally matched up.
That is a good point. Oh, I didn't think about that.
Like literally. How are you going to do that?
Yeah, can we go back to the Leos again, actually? Who'd we have as the three forwards? Yeah, I mean...
That's wild.
Okay, nuts.
If we're going,
I don't know if we would keep it. I don't know if the Virgos looking at this would stay in a 3-5-2, but they don't have a choice because that's what we put them in.
That is true.
But based on that, I'm actually going to go with Leos as well. My Virgo sisters, don't be angry. I'm sorry, I adore you, but we need to loosen up and switch the formation around, I think, if we're going against a 4-3-3. McCall, who do you think is the
I'm just trying to see this ball game.
I know, right?
I think it's going into extra time and pens, man.
And then who's winning it? It's down to goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So thank you. So then I'm going to go with, I don't know. I was at 99 World Cup in Los Angeles. I saw what Scurry can do.
Okay.
She's going to make those saves, and she's going to get them the win.
We got 2 for 1 for Leos. McCall's going with the Virgos.
You can ride with the Virgos.
I love it. We may, like I said,
appreciate you being Team Leo, though.
Yeah,
I do.
Both stacked teams, it was really down to formation, in my opinion. But we really want to know what you guys think of this. We're going to drop a poll on YouTube. Make sure you let us know your thoughts, vote, tell your friends, get in the comments, comment on Instagram, and let us know what you think about our two teams. From McCall, Kelley, I'm Darian. This was Attacking Third.